So the great thing about making all these locks and messing about and thinking and planning, and you can draw it, put it on a computer, gets your grey matter thinking. You're thinking, right, what does it mean? So you look at it, and then you make a plan how you're going to make this plan work. And then there's nothing better than sort of mocking up what you want to do. So we know we're going to arrive down a tube, don't we? We know that. And we know we're going to have a bar coming down the tube. So we've got to turn that into some sort of a latch or some sort of a lock, or, you know, that sort of a thing. And if that was on the gate, just a bar through, because both gates can be operated, pulled together, I don't think a bar this way would do. And I was thinking to myself, well, how am I going to make something grip? You can make it do this, and if you can make it do this, you can make it do that. But how was I ever going to grip it to stop it separating? Oh, that's quite a difficult hook in one move, isn't it? Oh, I was thinking to myself, how am I going to do it? And then I got thinking, well, how am I going to make the round bar fit? How am I going to warm it and heat it and all the rest of it? Well, I'll let the shackle makers, you can pick these up cheap enough, even if you have to buy a new one. But this is a bar that's already made round. But the problem was, how was I going to make it go from here where it didn't foul it, go from here where it didn't catch it, and the door would close in? And how was I ever going to grip like that? Oh, that was going to be a job, wasn't it? And I was sort of stuck. Anyway, by just simply turning it this way, that's going to make it so much easier. So now, instead of having to grip it and go all the way around to sort of grip it, now all I have to do is come from above, go through it and grip it this way, because it's not going to move then, is it? It's going to be downwards. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the roundness of this. So it's going to do this, look. So it's going to pivot. So all we have to do is cut the end of this off. What I'll tend to do is I tend to make it too big and then cut bits off, because it's, you know, you can add on, but make it too big and then slowly, when you mess with it and fit it, then you can adjust it. So all we have to do is put a pivot here, and all this has to do is that, doesn't it? And we've got the roundness, so that's going to grip it, isn't it? Yeah, so this will be on the one gate. Remember that both gates pull away from each other. This is going to be on the other gate, on a little push and a pull. If we pivot there, it's just a simple push and a pull, isn't it? So when we pull the lever, it will engage. It will engage there, sort of, something like that. Just a little bit of a pull, which then would grip it, wouldn't it? Yeah. Whereas originally I was thinking, I can't go that way, I want to do this way. I want to sort of get hold of this and not let go of it. And coming from here, because the two gates come together here, that would be one gate, and the other gate would here. Trying to do that, they'd push apart. I wasn't happy. And I was sort of thinking, how am I going to get through that? Oh, that's going to be quite difficult, isn't it? Because I couldn't do that, because it would push apart again. But by just simply being here and messing and thinking and bodging, all I have to do is put a hook down the top of it. So this will enter the gate here. This will be the end of the gate. We'll have it there. And then we'll pivot this. We'll pivot this here somewhere. And it'll just be a case of pushing and pulling through the tube. Not too complicated. This will just, all we know that's going to do push and pull, isn't it? down the length of the gate. So that's going to push and pull. That's the movement we've got to work with. And this will put a pivot there. This will then go in and over, won't it? In and over and through. Yeah. So it's great just to sort of have it, mess it, think with it. It's great to be, because I thought this, holding the two gates together is going to be the most difficult bits to make. I can see the others being simple because we've done them before. We can do a push-pull handle. The next connection I've got in my mind's eye, that looks fairly simple, because we'll have a fixed surface and a moving surface, so we'll get the moving surface to reach the fixed surface and it'll work. But this here, this capture here, this is two surfaces. This one moves because it's one end of the gate, and this one will move here, which is this end of the gate. I'm trying to get them to work together. Anyway, we are making progress of sorts. I'm just sort of figuring out how much space I need, what I need to make. I'm going to make this first, and then I'll make the framework fit. This shouldn't be too bad, just fit it through an hole. But I'm going to have to make some sort of a framework to make this work. Pivot this, put a nut across it, cut that first. Cut that there, see how it works, and then slowly reduce this as we need it, depending on how much pivoting we get here. And that's just simply going to be a nut and a bolt.